Hi, I'm Mark Pagani, and this is Tasting Tuesdays. Welcome back to Tasting Tuesdays. As always, if you'd like to see these videos every week, why don't you subscribe right down here. Click on that little logo, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you want to skip right ahead to the actual tasting and tasting notes, you can go to right here in the video. All right, so here we are today with Whistle Pig 18 year. This is a special bottle for sure, very expensive bottle as well. This is, I'm gonna pull it out and show it to you just so you can see how cool it is. Nice little container here, nice little box. And it has kind of a faux leather thing going here. Here's the bottle, obviously, and here is the decanter, like the cover, the crystal kind of cap for it, which is very cool. Whistle Pig 18 is a double malt rye whiskey. And if you take a look at the bottle here, it says that it is 79% rye, 15% malted rye, and 6% barley. It's only 92 proof. So it's 46% alcohol. And this is something that I've tasted a couple times, but I wanted to come back to it and give it a proper official tasting. This retails for anywhere from $360 to $380. And here's some more information about it. Whistle Pig 18 year double malted rye is 92 proof. It retails for $360 to $380 plus. The Mashbill is 79% rye, 15% malted rye, and 6% malted barley. It is aged in virgin oak. It is Whistle Pig's oldest expression to date. The kickstart fermentation, they malted a small portion of their yearly harvest of rye and barley. Now, if you're not familiar with the malting process, Google that shit. It's pretty interesting. I got to experience it firsthand on the traditional malting floors of the Islay Scotch distilleries like Kilholman and Bowmore. It's pretty fascinating. Okay, now that you know a ton more about Whistle Pig 18 year, it's time for some whiskey porn. All right, now that we've seen how sexy this bottle is, let's actually try it. Starting with, oh, look at that, New Orleans Bourbon Festival glass. If we have it this coming year, definitely go to it. So on the nose, it's kind of interesting. Getting a little bit of a cherry wood note. It's sort of complex, and that doesn't really make sense either. It's complex or it's not complex. It's in between being not complex and being complex, somewhat complex. I get a little bit of bubble gum there too, like really sweet bubble gum, those big gum balls. Let's give it a try. It's sweet, it's light, it's pleasant. There's like a lemon zest high note at the beginning of the palate, and then there's also some key lime pie. Yeah, it tastes at the very end of at the end of the tongue, essentially. Let me give this another try. It's got Whistle Pig's usual rye spiciness, but in a softer way. You can definitely taste the age on this. It has a nice mouthfeel. It only hits certain parts of the mouth and not others. It's not a very long finish, but it does coat the entire mouth. It's a rich finish. It covers the mouth very nicely. I think that in general, I prefer a bit spicier, more complex ryes. I actually, I'm not going to say I prefer the Whistle Pig 12 year to the 18 year, but I definitely find that the other finishes from the 12 year, they do a port, Madeira, and Sauterne finish on that particular bottle. I feel like that's more complex, more interesting to me at least. And I also generally like higher proof rye in general, higher proof whiskey in general. So this 46%, 92 proof is not my ideal situation. Would I spend $360, $380 on it? Probably not, because I'm not a rich man. But if you are, and you like things that have very floral, very fruity, citrusy notes on the palate, it's definitely up your alley. And it's got the richness that comes from being 18 years old. It's Whistlepig's oldest expression yet. So if you find it and you have the money, go for it. If you find it to try it and it's maybe $30 a pour, I think it would be a good pour to try out. I recommend tasting it first to make sure that it's what you want. But it's a great pour. I just don't know that it's a great value. But it is tasty. So again, subscribe if you can. Click on this logo right here, and I'll see you next week.